Welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors.
Welcome in here to Jeff's live streams in beautiful Brownsville, Wisconsin. We want to apologize as we've had some technical difficulties in here, but finally got them figured out. We did miss the top half of the first inning, but figured it out now. But yeah, we're glad to have you in here as always. The Post 210 Wild Turkeys from the Waupun area come in town to take the Post 347 Bolts out of that Lomira, Theresa area. So Dominic, why don't you recap what happened at the top of that first for us?
Yeah, for the Wild Turkeys, Waupun came up. Ethan Cunningham started us off with a fly ball to center field. Brody Ludke came underneath it for the Bolt 347 team. Then Bryant Ferris came up, hit a grounder to the third baseman, 5-3 putout. And then Jake Krieger came, 4-3 putout. So far the 347 Bolts and Weston Poth come out of the first half of the inning cleanly. 3 up, 3 down. We'll see what they do with the bats here. Pitching for the Wild Turkeys is Landon Richter. And leading us off for the Bolts in the batting order is Colton Wagoner.
Yeah, Colton Wagner, the big lefty, coming in now, hopefully getting something going for the Bolts as they put up a 1-2-3 inning in the top half of the first. And the first pitch for Landon Richter on the day is a strike down the middle. The 0-1 pitch coming, swung on by Wagner, lifted out to right center. And the center fielder, Trey Schmidt, number 24, has no problem catching that one for the first out.
Nice little move over there, get under there just in time. Beautiful read, beautiful line, got right to it. Colton Wagner retired quickly. So Landon Richter's now got to deal with Brody Ludke coming up. First righty he'll see after Wagner was a lefty coming in the one spot.
First pitch to Brody Ludke here, swung on right back where it came from, and under the glove of Landon Dirksen, the second baseman. Sorry, above the glove of Landon Dirksen over there at second. Nonetheless, a one-out single there for Brody Ludke puts one on first here for the Bolts.
Yeah, just kind of hopped right over, took a bad bounce right as he was about to grab it and throw over to his first baseman. Dirksen kind of unlucky there. They'll get a single, though, for their efforts, Brody Ludke. And now Easton Zangle coming up, number 11. Zangle catching today for this Bolts team.
First pitch here to Zangle inside. A nice breaking ball there from Richter. Catches the inside edge. It's 0-1.
Can be a blessing and hope to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Trident.
Alrighty, welcome back. I think we finally got the technical difficulties under control. We had to switch out our MiFi that we're using here in Brownsville. New location, and apparently the internet is not great with the one we were using, but switched it out. Thank you to Caleb for running that down to us. We should be smooth sailing from here, hopefully.
That's the hope. Thanks again, Caleb.
Yeah, thank you, Caleb. We can't thank you enough. We are so appreciative of that. But Dominic, why don't you give us a recap of what's happened so far?
Yeah, the Bolts had a nice way to end that first inning. Weston Poth with a RBI single, so the Bolts are on top 1-0 as we head into the top of the first. We do have a leadoff single, though, from Trey Schmidt. Beat out an infield single. Throw just not in time. Weston Poth now back out there on the mound. Landon Richter stepping in. It's going to be another strike to him, so it's 0-2 now. Thank you again for tuning in if you're here with us through all these difficulties. It wouldn't be a Jeff's live stream baseball without some technical difficulties this year with all the Wi-Fi out in the outdoors.
It's definitely been a challenge, but we've tried to persevere as much as we can, and I think we've done a fairly good job at it. Obviously, we don't give up. We continue to try, and I think that's evident here. So we're glad you stuck with us. We can't we can't thank you guys enough. But nonetheless, hopefully some good baseball coming your way the rest of the way. We're in the top of the second here with a leadoff man on, like Dominic said. And that was a foul tip, strike 3. So down goes Landon Richter on, I believe, 3 pitches.
Nope, 4. He did get a ball in there. He watched one go by. Anyway, they got Trey Schmidt over at first. Brendan Rediker now stepping in, number 23. Playing right field today. He's hoping he can move the runner over at first to give the Wild Turkeys a chance to tie this one up in the top half of the second inning.
First pitch to Redeker, a beautiful breaking ball. Kind of looked like a slider there from Weston Poth. It started inside of Redeker and made its way to the middle of the zone there.
Yeah, clip the bottom half of the zone. Nothing you can do from Redeker. Wasn't going to swing at that. Pick-off attempt here.
Our camera back there is a little crooked, but if you were with us, we fixed the brightness. So in between this inning, I guess we'll fix the crookedness. Little changes at a time. Nonetheless, the 0-1 pitch here to Brennan Redeker. Poth comes home, trying to steal second is Schmidt. Throw down, not in time.
In there in time. Nice slide by Schmidt getting underneath the throw. Throw got there just about when he needed to. Just nice slide, a little high. So stolen base there for Trey Schmidt. And it's a 0-2 count, though, to Redeker. He watched another strike go by as his player at first was moving on to second.
0-2 to Redeker. Man on second, one away. Breaking ball missed outside. That'll be the first ball he'll see today.
This at-bat looks very similar to the way Landon Richter just went down. 2 strikes to start it off with that breaking ball and then a breaking ball outside, and then he got him swinging on a high cheese. Let's see if he does the same here to Redeker.
Yeah, if you're Weston Poth, maybe you're just trying to change that eye level a little bit, not give him 3 juicy pitches.
Just missed.
Tried coming in the top corner there, like Dom said. Just missed outside, maybe a little high. But nonetheless, it evens the count 2-2 here to Brennan Redeker. Weston Poth comes set. He fires home. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He got him. The back-to-back strikeouts brings 2 down with a man on second for the 8-hole hitter number 10, Graham Gopalan.
7-hole hitter, Landon Potratz.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Number
Sorry,
14.
I forgot my book at home tonight, so we're running a little makeshift here. It's been a while since we've done a broadcast, so a little rusty, but nonetheless, we're going to make it through as Landon Potratz steps up with a man in scoring position.
It's a beautiful night for some Summer Legion baseball.
Gorgeous out.
I got a hoodie on, but I don't know if I need it anymore, but it's nice to have out here on a July evening.
Yeah, I mean, the sun's setting. It's a beautiful scenery background for us. The temperature is just right. Not really much more you can ask for a nice Thursday. Back-to-back balls in the dirt brings it 2-0 to here to Potratz.
Still got that runner in scoring position at second, but they do have 2 outs here. Love to tie it up here if you're the Wild Turkeys.
It's a good spot after a leadoff single and him stealing into scoring position. You don't want to leave him stranded out there, especially going 3 up, 3 down after. And we'll get time called by the catcher number 11, Easton Zangel. He'll go out and talk to Poth. See what they're talking about at them. But I just want to reiterate how thankful we are for you guys out there supporting the JLS community. Again, thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for Caleb for bringing us our MiFi. And we're just glad to have you. It's been a while since Dominic and I have covered any of the games, but we're glad to be back, especially with how great of a night it is. Good teams out here to cover some Legion baseball, Dom.
Absolutely. I want to thank Justin for helping us set up, too. He's using his equipment here tonight because we haven't had one in a while since we haven't covered a high school game since school was still in session.
And that one will finally catch the zone. Up and away corner for Poth there. Good spot on his fastball, and Potratz had the bat on his shoulder the entire way.
It's 2-1 here.
2-1 count. A little movement by Trey Schmidt over there at second. Poth fires home, and that one too low to be called a strike. A good hitter's count, 3-1 here to Potratz. Good spot for Potratz here. He's looking for a base hit, ball 4. Depending on where that hit is, it could possibly score the speedy Schmidt.
Any way to extend this one. And he swings through it. That's going to be another strike on Potratz. It brings the count full.
Kind of a half swing there. It looked like he was a little late, and by the time he got to it, he knew he wasn't making contact with it. So kind of tried to check it back. It was a strike nonetheless, and the count's full now. Should see Trey Schmidt in motion here. The 3-2 pitch.
Ball, he's going to take ball 4, and it gets away from him, so Trey Schmidt's going to take third base. So we got runners at the corners. 2 outs, though, for Graham Gopalan.
Huge spot here for Graham Gopalan early. Like you said, runners on the corners, 2 outs, but a base knock scores 1 and hopefully moves the other one in.
For some reason, my iPad thinks there's 5 balls to a walk, because it didn't walk him.
Interesting.
I think we got it figured out now.
Nonetheless, Weston Poth trying to pitch out of a little bit of trouble here. First pitch to Gopalan, a breaking ball upstairs. Graham Gopalin steps back in, ready for the 1-0 pitch. Here it comes, and just outside for ball number 2, 2-0.
Poth did have 2 consecutive strikeouts after that leadoff single, but now is having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone here with a lot of balls to Potratz. Obviously drew the walk, and now Gopalin's up 2-0 in the count. Throws one right down the center to make sure he's back into the strike column.
There it is, that gorgeous breaking ball from Poth. I don't know what you would classify it as, but
maybe a bit of a slurve.
Yeah, a little bit. Came right in there. It was a beautiful strike. Nonetheless, it's 2-1 now to Graham Gopalin. The 2-1 pitch down the middle, fouled off back towards the backstop.
Just like that, it's even.
Yeah.
2-2.
Couple of balls, now a beautiful strike and a foul tip. Deuces are wild. 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 on for post 210 Wild Turkeys. Justin was here. He'd be doing the call right now.
Yeah, I don't have that in me.
The 2-2 pitch to Gopalin. Breaking ball just high. He turned back and had a smile on his face there. He thought he might get rung up. It was definitely a close one to take, but nonetheless, it's breaks in the favor of Gopalin. He'll stay alive at a full count.
I don't think he would have been real necessarily upset if that was called, because I think he thought it was there with the way he smiled when he came back to it. Nonetheless, he does take ball 4, and bases are now juiced here for the 9-hole hitter, Landon Dirksen. Big spot here for Dirksen.
This is exactly what you want, and you want some production from the bottom of your order. We're going to see if Landon Dirksen can put a bat on ball here. Any way in play gives them a chance of scoring, hopefully tying this game and possibly even taking an early lead. The first pitch to Dirksen, just outside. He tried that breaking ball again, just got away from him, 1-0.
2 consecutive walks here for Poth, though. He's got to make sure he's ahead in the count early, as he's already thrown ball 1. That's going to be another ball. It's 2-0 now.
Kind of a stark contrast here. When Weston Poth started this inning, he started with that leadoff single, but then back-to-back strikeouts. He was attacking early, and now he's walked the last one. He's been throwing a lot more balls, last 2. Nonetheless, the 2-0 to Landon Dirksen down the middle for strike 1. He finally found it, and I think he just had to lob one in there. Make sure it was in the middle of the zone. A little risky, but sometimes you just got to find the zone in order to produce. 2-1 just low.
I don't think he liked that call. I think he thought it was there. Nonetheless, it was called low. Ball 3. 3-1 now the count to Dirksen. He's got runners everywhere. 2 outs, though. That's going to be a strike, and everything's full. The bases, the count. We'll see what Dirksen has here. We'll see what Poth has here.
Yeah, big spot for both players here, Poth and Dirksen. Like you said, a full count, 2 outs, bases juiced. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, put in play over to the first baseman. He'll grab it, run to the bag, and he'll get there by a couple of steps. Weston Poth pitching with some traffic, but able to get out of it. The game stays 1-0 after 1.5. We'll step aside here from some of our sponsors. You're listening to Mackay and Dominic Ackerman on Jeff's live streams.
So, thanks. God bless.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes. Katie's Log Cabin.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. Bottom of the second inning, where the post 347 Bolts have a 1-0 lead over the Wild Turkeys. So Mackay and Dominic Ackerman on the call for you, and if you guys are just joining us, we want to thank you and It's been a while since we've done a broadcast. If you're here early, you know we had some technical difficulties, but hopefully in it for the long run now as number 17 here for the Bolts, Jackson Gable, the shortstop, steps in. Still pitching here for the Wild Turkeys is number 1, Landon Richter.
Fresh start to this inning here, bottom of second. The Bolts are up 1-0. Richter comes home. It's a ball upstairs. Didn't miss by much, though.
Bolts were able to jump out pretty early in the first on an RBI single and had the lead since. That run actually was produced by their pitcher, Weston Poth, so helping out his cause a little bit. And it's a 2-out count here to Jackson Gable. Landon Richter comes set, fires home, swung on, lifted out to shallow right field, and it's going to drop in there for a bloop single.
Yeah, right in between the second baseman and the right fielder. Neither Rediker or Dirksen could do that one in time. So Jackson Gable's going to have himself a leadoff single. In steps the 8-hole hitter, Ty Wolf, playing second tonight. Weston Poth is going to be one to watch as this actual high school season ramps up. Right, he wasn't a senior this year, was he?
Yeah, don't ask me.
Apologize if he was. Maybe he's not going to be somebody to watch, but man, can he pitch and can he hit?
I have to applaud Justin and Jeff for that because with the amount of games we cover and the amount of teams we cover, there's so many names that are run through us every week and every game that we actually go to, and they just know players like the back of their hand and what they are and where they're from and stuff. It's pretty crazy, but we'll get back to the game action here. We had a pickoff attempt at first. Gable slid back in safely, and the first pitch will come to Ty Wolf now. Runner off, this one hitting the air to center. Back goes Trey Schmidt. He'll make the catch. Snap throw to first. And Jackson Gable had to come all the way back from second in order to make it back safely.
All the way back is an understatement there. He was nearly still at second base when the ball was caught. I don't know if he just didn't have trust in Trey Schmidt out there in center, but he waited a while before coming back to first base and make sure he didn't get doubled up there. Here comes Blake Koblenz, number 2, playing right field today in the 9 spot. Kind of like the second leadoff, if you will.
Second leadoff for Blake today. He's got a runner at first, one away in the bottom half of the second. And we'll see if he can produce for the Bolts. Another snap throw, yeah.
He really wants to assert Jackson stays put. Picked him off once and then the hit on the first pitch, and he was already on his way to second when that happened. Picks him off again here before he throws a pitch to Blake.
First pitch, breaking ball, catches that top part of the zone for Koblenz. No balls and 1 strike. Landon Richter out of the stretch. Nods to his catcher, Bryant Ferris today. And that one in the dirt swung on here by Koblenz quickly in an 0-2 hole. He'll step out, hopefully regain his composure. And step back in.
Richter again checks Gable at first. Pitch comes home. That's going to be strike 3 looking. Nice breaking ball. Clipped the outside part of the zone to Blake Koblenz, and he goes down with the bat on his shoulder. A strikeout there for 2 outs here in this bottom half of the second. Still with a runner on, and we're back to the top of the order. Colton Wagner back up.
Colton Wagner coming back up. The big lefty started this game for the Bolts.
He flew out his first time to that long fly out in center field.
And once again, another pickoff attempt to Jackson Gable, who still stands at first. Remember, he had that leadoff bloop single to right field.
So far, Richter has started the last 3 batters by trying to pick off Jackson Gable as he steals second there. There was no one covering second base. I think Bryant Ferris was ready to throw it.
Bryant Ferris popped up. He was so ready to throw, and neither the shortstop or the second baseman came over to cover. He kind of shrugged his shoulders like, what are you guys doing out there? But nonetheless, that mistake leaves Jackson Gable in scoring position now.
Yeah, they had to know he was coming. They've been picking him off each time. He tried to steal on that fly out, and he makes his way to second finally here after a couple pickoff attempts. He's now taking a generous lead over there at second base as Colton Wagner has a 2-0 count. And that's ball 3. They got a base open now that Gable's at second, so walk wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah, the little miscommunication out there in the field might not come back to bite him, especially if he walks him here. It would have been the same situation. So we'll see what happens as Landon Richter decides to step off the mound on a 3-0 count. He'll come back in now and try to look from his signs from Ferris. And he got one. He'll check the runner at second, fire home, and that one catches the zone for strike number 1. Still a favorable 3-1 count here to Wagner.
Still a batter's count, as they say.
3-1 pitch comes home, swung on, hit foul. Hit foul right in that box with Wagner.
That's very fortunate for Wagner there because it rolled right to the first baseman, Landon Protratz, who pretty much caught it while he was on first base.
It was teetering that line, but it stayed fair the entire way there. So if it didn't land in the box, it would have been very unfortunate. Instead, he'll stay alive, but now with a full count.
Full count, 2 outs. He's got to do something here to extend this inning if he wants the Bulls to have a chance to score. He's going to swing on one. It's going to get... Oh, it's nice stop there by Potratz. However, not there to cover in time. Throw comes home. Gable's going to score. It'll be an RBI single. RBI single?
Yeah.
You were shaking your head like you wanted to give him the air.
I think the pitcher should have been covering there.
I agree.
It was a fantastic dive and stop by Landon Potratz there, and I think Landon Richter was more looking at the play than going to cover, and by the time he realized it was a little too late. Nonetheless, way to go for Colton Wagner putting the ball in play, bringing a 1 round, and now it's a 2-0 lead here for the Bolts.
I'm the official stat keeper tonight for Just Live Stream.
This
so
is true. I didn't bring my
I'm going to
book.
call it an RBI single there for Colton. I'll give him the hit on that. It's a tough play there by Potratz. I agree that Richter should have covered as Wagner tries to steal second, and he's successful to throw just a little late. Now we got Wagner at second, and Lutke's got a chance here to put another runner home as he's in scoring position now.
Yeah, you got to love that as a hitter. Before you even get your first pitch, the runner out there makes a play. He moves up into scoring position and gives you some more odds to drive one in. We'll see what happens here with Brody Lutke with a man on second and 2 outs. He's first pitch swinging, and this one through the gap. No, stopped by Graham Gopalan, but no throw. Give it an infield single for Lutke, and that'll bring runners to the corners with 2 outs here still for the Bolts.
Easton Zangle coming up. He hit a single in the first inning to continue that rally for the Bolts as they scored 1 on Poth's RBI single. They've now got 1 in here in the bottom half of the second. Runners at the corners, 2 outs now.
Good opportunity here for Easton Zangle to build on that lead that the Bolts have built themselves. It's 2-0 here in the bottom of 2. 2 on, and the first pitch to Zangle. Breaking ball high. Runner takes off for second, and we're not going to get a throw from Ferris. Smart decision there is he might have tried the double steal. Instead, they'll be on second and third with 1 strike.
I think that's what the Bolts were trying to do there was bait him into a throw and see if they could get Wagner to come home. But he does not. We got runners both in scoring position now at 2 and 3. Pitch comes home, swung on by Zangle. It was smacked, however, it was foul.
Back towards that play set over there.
It's now 0-2 here to Zangle.
Trying to look to straighten that one out. It was a well-hit ball, just foul, but now in a little bit of trouble, down 0-2. Top of the zone, just upstairs. A nice pitch there by Richter.
That's what the same pitch he just swung on. He decided to let that one go. And it's a ball. 1 and 2 now.
Runners still on the corners. 2 on, 2 out.
Second and third.
Sorry, my apologies.
That one's just foul. Just got to the left of the third base bag before it went past it.
You know, I really think I need my book because, man, it is unfortunate not having it.
1 and 2 the count here to Zangle, nonetheless. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Zangle steps back in. Richter trying to get out of this inning before more damage is done. It's already 1 run in and 2 more threatening. This one's hit on high above, but I think it's going to be out of play.
Just out of play. Not really. It actually carried back behind the bleachers.
Just out of play.
It's been a while since I've done a broadcast, and you can kind of tell we're a little bit rusty out here. Plus, never helps when we start off actually after the game, but that's okay. I'm done.
And you don't have a book.
And I don't have a book.
We appreciate you sticking with us here on Jeff's live streams. Hearing us yap.
Trust me, we're not usually this bad, I don't think. I'm not usually this bad.
Whoa. What are you trying to say?
I said aye. Up and away for ball number 3. I believe it's full now.
Nope.
Okay.
Ball number 2.
The scoreboard operator was really quick on that then.
Yep. They know what they're doing out here.
They came prepared, and I didn't. So
2-2-2. 1 in, 2 on. Hit on. This one's going to be in play. Potrat's calling off his second baseman. Makes the grab. The second baseman didn't hear him, though. Dirksen nearly got in the way of Potratz. It's going to be a fly out, though, to the first baseman, Landon Potratz, to end this inning before another one comes home. It is 2-0 Bolts as we head into the top of the 3rd inning. We're going to take an ad break here. We'll be back shortly on Jeff's live streams.
For lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome to Werner Harmson's Kitchen and Bath, where your dream spaces come to life. Specializing in full remodels, custom cabinets, and exquisite countertops, we transform ordinary kitchens and bathrooms into extraordinary, functional masterpieces. Our expert team is dedicated to providing top-quality craftsmanship and personalized service, ensuring every detail reflects your unique style and needs. Whether you're updating your kitchen for a modern look or creating a spa-like retreat in your bathroom, we're here to turn your vision into reality. Visit us today to start planning your perfect kitchen and bath remodel. Werner Harmson, 116 East Main, or call at 920-324-5091 or check them out on social media.
Is your child...
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. Top of the 3rd inning.
You're saying, oh, shoot, like we're ready to go. There's no batter out here yet.
I just didn't want to catch another ad. Nonetheless, Dominic's going to step away, grab a water. We got to stay hydrated out here, but we're going to come back here as we're taking some final warm-up pitches from Weston Post. Top of the 3rd inning where the Wild Turkeys find themselves down 2. And stepping in for them, they're at the top of their lineup. A little silver lining there. Number 7, Ethan Cunningham. Again, I don't have a book, so I don't know what he did his first at-bat. I'm sure when Dominic puts his headset back on, he'll let us know. He flew out. Thank you. So the first pitch to Cunningham here, a ball in the dirt. (1-0) here to Ethan Cunningham. This one swung on, might have been low again, but he got a little antsy standing in the box. It'll even the count at 1-1. Weston Poth done a very nice job so far. A couple of strikeouts. He had a 1-2-3 inning in the first. Obviously a little bit of traffic last inning, but battled back from that. 2 outs, and then finally closing out the 3rd as he throws another ball here to Cunningham.
Yeah, I think his problem in the 2nd inning was his command a little bit, and he's already struggling here on Cunningham. He's got a 2-1 count. And the 2 balls have not even been close. One in the dirt, one way outside. That one again down towards the ankles and shin area of Ethan Cunningham. It's 3-1 here.
Yeah, Poth very fortunate last inning that he was able to get out of it off of some nice defensive plays and stuff like that. But, you know, if you keep doing things like this, not finding your spots, it's going to catch up to you eventually. You can only get lucky so many times in baseball, and we start with a leadoff walk there to Cunningham. Poth has got to start finding the strike zone, or eventually it will catch up with him, Dom.
Yeah, Brian Ferris can hit here, and he's got a runner on with no outs. He did ground out in the 1st inning. So he's 0 for 1 on the day, but hoping to make it up here. Possibly even watch a couple balls, as obviously we've been talking about post control. He checks Cunningham. I feel like I just heard a turkey call out there.
You heard that too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it wasn't the only
Maybe they're
one.
getting ready in the dugout. They got a turkey under there
Dugouts,
smuggling.
Yeah, got some turkeys over there. The mascot's going to come run out on the field eventually. We'll have turkey races.
It'll be crazy.
It'd
Make
be
sure
fun.
you tune in for the 7th
Yeah,
inning stretch.
right.
Brian Ferris looking like he was looking for a bunt there. Set it out. Pulled it back in time. He does it
He will
again. Gets a
again.
piece of one. It's foul, though.
Good time for a breaking ball from Poth. Bryant Ferris got right under it, fouled it off. It's quickly an 0-2 count, and I don't think we'll see another bunt attempt here, but don't quote me on that. We've seen crazier things.
I have it as 1-1.
No, it was a first pitch strike.
It was?
Yep.
He pulled back on a strike?
He did.
Got it. My apologies.
The 0-2 pitch to Ferris, swung on a short chopper, and it's going to sit there fair. Wow, an infield single, and you really can't get much unluckier than that. Swinging bunt is what they call it. It just sits and dies in that grass right in front of the catcher, and Weston Poth nor Easton Zangle were able to get there in time. An infield single brings runners to first and second now.
Yeah, I like to call that one a little swunt action. He did kind of what he wanted to do anyway, and that at bat was bunted. He didn't know it was going to be by way of the big swing. But now we got runners at first and second here for Jake Krieger. He grounded out his first time up, too, in the first inning, part of that 1-2-3 for Weston Poth. But now he's got runners on first and second, nobody out yet. Poth come home, a ball outside and high. Zangle makes a good grab to make sure he didn't get past him and move the runners up.
I like the way you put that. It's the result he was looking for with the bunt, but just in a little bit of an unconventional method out there. But like you said, first and second, now nobody out. The Wild Turkeys looking to do some damage and strike back after letting up 2 in the first 2 innings. As that one's down the middle for a strike to Jake Krieger. It's even at 1-1.
Yeah, nice strike there to get him back in the strike zone. Just kind of on the outside part of the plate. So it's 1-1 to Jake Krieger.
Poth will check his runner, fire home. Breaking ball nearly clipped the corner there. It must have just been a little too low. I think the umpire said down. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to the big Krieger who steps back in. Poth once again fires home. Swung on by Krieger, hit to the third baseman. He'll pick it up and tag the runner, but that's all he'll get. A nice heads-up play over there from Dalton Zingzheim. Gets the first out of the inning and leaves the runners where they were at.
Yeah, it's going to be a fielder's choice, but they do get the lead runner there, so 1 out. Still runners on first and second, but same situation, just 1 more out for the Bolts team here.
And now the cleanup hitter number 24, Trey Schmidt, coming in to hopefully do some damage. First and second, still only 1 out, so we've still got some possibilities. And the first pitch he sees, he'll swing, and a big swing and a miss that is.
Poth got him to chase on one there. It's kind of what he's been looking for. Everybody's been kind of looking at those outside balls. This one gets a swing from Schmidt. So Poth finally able to get a breaking ball look appealing.
The 0-1 here to Trey Schmidt. That one outside. Good stop from Easton Zangle behind the dish in order to keep that one from going to the backstop because it would have at least advanced the runners a bag. It's a pretty big backstop here, and it could take some wild bounces, especially off that concrete over there.
Yeah, that one was coming in hot, too.
Yeah.
Good grab by Zangle.
Counts even 1-1, 1 away. Poth comes home, and another one just outside. He's missed a couple times there tonight, and I don't think he likes it by the look on his face, but umpire's been pretty consistent with the call, so Poth's got to find a way to adapt here.
I mean, they've all been close pitches. Even all the balls that he's thrown. There's only been a few that are like, oh, yeah, you're not swinging at that. As he puts one in the dirt there.
Speaking of one, puts one in the dirt and gets away from Easton Zangle. Give it a wild pitch. Will move both of the runners into scoring position. And now we could really look at some damage because a single here from Schmidt would score both and tie this game, Dom.
Yep. He's got both runners in scoring position. Only 1 out. So Schmidt hopefully won't be the last one, as the conventional double play is now kind of out of the question with no force outs left except at first. And
3-1.
It's 3-1. Swung on. Now it's full here to Schmidt.
And Schmidt was not happy with that. I think he decided late it was a good breaking ball from Poth that was going to clip the top of the zone. And Trey Schmidt let a little frustration there, kind of slammed the bat on the ground. I think he was mad at himself a little bit, but still staying alive. It's still a full count here, and he's still got a chance to do some damage for the Wild Turkeys. Full count pitch. Swung on, hit to the shortstop. He picks it up, throw to first. It'll get there in time, but a run will come around. A fielder's choice and an RBI for Trey Schmidt.
Yeah, that's going to be an RBI ground out for Schmidt there. Moves the runner up to third as well, so we got 2 outs, but Landon Richter now has a runner at third and represents the tying run after Ethan Cunningham just scored.
That is not a fielder's choice, Mackay. And I don't know why I said it.
That's okay.
That's okay. Cuts the deficit to 1 here as Richter puts this one in play. The first baseman makes a nice play, Jonah Mason, and he'll run to the bag himself for the 3rd out. The Wild Turkeys, however, able to put one up. It's now a 2-1 game heading into the bottom of the 3rd. We'll step aside and be back here on Jeff's live streams.
Students, not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area, or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Welcome back to this gorgeous night here in Brownsville, Wisconsin. Bottom of the third inning, a 2-1 ball game as the post 347 Bolts come back on up. Number one, the cleanup hitter number one, Weston Poth, will lead them off. He's also pitching. Had an RBI single back in the first to get the Bolts on the board, helping out his own cause a little bit, and he'll try to do the same here. Good way to get on base and hopefully have his teammates drive him around. Landon Richter, also number one, still continuing to pitch here for the Wild Turkeys out of the Waupun area.
Last warm-up pitch here, and then Poth will come in. Throwing down. Ooh. Took a bit of a nasty bounce there for Gopalin. Rolls into the dirt by second.
Quite a good showing out here. Like we said, it's a beautiful night in Brownsville, and the parents and friends of the players have definitely came out and supported. They all look like they're having great times. I don't know really how you could not be. You know, the concession stand's open here. We're just enjoying some good baseball action on a beautiful night.
Yeah, after this, we're going to start a campfire out here and enjoy the weather.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just decided right now.
Nice. I like that.
It's nice campfire weather out here.
It's gorgeous out for a campfire, actually.
That's going to be a strike. Nearly a foot inside. Strike there to Weston Poth. Tough one for the kid. Nice one for Richter, though. Comes back home. That's going to be ball on the outside part of the plate, though.
I think he called it low, actually, because I think he was, I think he would have hit a strike button there if.
Hit a strike button?
Yeah, hit the strike button.
Hit the strike emote. Up in the air. Weston Poth sends this one sky high. Underneath it is Gopalin moving around. Underneath it in time. A fly out to start this inning for the Wild Turkeys. Poth goes down. Brings up number 3, Jonah Mason, who's ended the inning 2 innings in a row.
Oh, good job,
2
Jonah.
unassisted ground outs.
Just talking about that during the break. He had a nice backhand pick over there to get that and run over the base for an unassisted put out. He steps in now looking to get the Bolts going here in the bottom of the third. And the first pitch he sees, breaking ball, big, swing and a miss, down 0-1.
Swinging quickly here. The Bolts have done a good job at swinging quickly and attacking Landon Richter here. They haven't really gotten to deep counts. A lot of their singles and hits have been on that first pitch swinging. As he swings again, it's now quickly 0-2 here for Jonah Mason. Swung on a way outside pitch. I don't think he liked that decision there, the way he stepped back into the box. It's 0-2 now.
Landon Richter moving at a pretty quick pace here. He seems to be throwing a lot of strikes, and it's helping him out. This one lifted out to center, though. It's going to drop for a bloop single. Just not in the reach of Trey Schmidt. Graham Gopalin tried running for it as well, but neither of them could get there in time. An 0-2 pitch down the middle, and
that was just a great piece of hitting there by Jonah Mason. Able to get it over Gopalin's head. Just nice, hard hit. Just got over the shortstop. Landed in front of the center fielder, Trey Schmidt, as you said. Dalton Zingzheim up now. Zingzheim over at third tonight. He's going to run around. He sends it past the third baseman, Jake Krieger, underneath his glove. It was coming in hot from Zingzheim. And we got runners at first and second here, 1 out for the Bolts.
Just a nice piece of hitting there by Zingzheim. He's taking first pitch, and he drives it out to left, pulls it down that line, gets by the third baseman, who had no chance at it anyway, and brings the runners to first and second now for number 17, Jackson Gable, who's already been on base once today.
Yeah, we were talking about how these Bolts team just kind of been hitting early in counts, another first pitch swinging, and that one sent past Krieger at third. Gable's going to come up. We'll see if he has the same strategy the rest of his teammates have been with swinging here on pitch number 1. First and second, 1 out. Richter going to come home. Oh, he watches a ball in the dirt.
You know, obviously as a pitcher, you want to throw strikes. You don't want to give out too many free passes, but you also have to be selective with your pitches because if teams know that you're just pumping strikes in there, they're going to be first pitch swinging, and things like that happen where you get a first pitch single, it's drive, it's a well contact, and a good hit ball.
Ooh, that's going to be a strike on the outside part of the plate. It looked like Gable wanted to swing for the longest time, but decided to watch it go by, and it clipped the outside part of the zone. Richter now brings it even again at 1-1.
Shout out Billy Joel for the longest time.
Is that Billy Joel?
Yeah, for the longest time.
That's Billy Joel?
I believe so.
I don't think that is.
Correct me in the comments. I know it is.
Correct you?
No, prove me wrong.
Oh,
right, I guess.
Prove you wrong.
Prove you wrong.
And maybe I'm a huge Billy Joel fan.
Clearly not.
I didn't know he had that in his game.
This one, Bryant Ferris, snap throw down to third, and it's going to get away from Jake Krieger out there.
Just bounced in the wrong time for Jake Krieger. It's going to be a double stolen base. Mason to third, Zingzheim to second. And Gable's now got 2 in scoring position on a 3-1 count. I apologize. Sorry, Billy Joel.
It is a Billy Joel song.
I love Billy Joel.
Just wanted to make that known. Nonetheless, 3-1 pitch. Yes, clips the outside edge. And I do not think Jackson Gable was a fan of that one. Nonetheless, nothing he can do about it. He'll step back in the box with a full count. 1 away with runners on second and third here in the bottom of the third.
That was the same pitch he saw in the second pitch of this as he fouls one back. I don't think he wanted that one, too, as he smacks his bat a couple times.
Yes, thank you, Trista Steinbach. She says, you're right, Billy Joel. I know I was right. Thank you, Trista, for tuning in. We want to remind you all that we love hearing from you in that comment section. Be like Trista and tune in. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, or pretty much where you're at tonight. We just love hearing from you. It's a good environment out here. We love interacting with you guys. And Jeff mentions this a lot, that not only do we get to shout you out and have fun with you guys, but all the players who watch these games back, they love hearing that their friends and families we're watching for them and rooting for them. So make sure to leave something in that comment section. And thank you, Trista, for proving my point right.
Yeah, thanks, Trista. Just kidding. Full count here to Gable. Second and third are the runners. Richter comes home, swung on another foul ball. That's 3 straight for Gable to keep this count alive.
3 foul balls from Gable. He's protecting there, and that's exactly what you got to do. But a nice job from Richter to not let one get away from him. He's pumping strikes in. Got to find one where it's kind of a happy medium. It's going to be a strike, but hopefully not in the reach of Jackson Gable. We'll see what happens on another full count pitch. Curveball, another one fouled 4 straight. A nice pick over there by the coach standing in front of that Wild Turkeys dugout. 4 straight foul balls here for Gable. Runners on second and third, 1 away, bottom of 3, where they already have a 1-run lead.
That's Brent Ferris over there, making that grab,
nice
the manager
job,
for the Wild Turkeys.
Swung on, lifted into the air. The first baseman, Landon Potratz, comes over in foul territory and makes the grab. And you couldn't get much of a better play there. That's exactly what you wanted with 1 away and runners on second and third. Something like that where they're not going to advance and you can make an out you'll take every time, as it's 2 down now.
Yeah, it was technically 4 straight foul balls there for Jackson Gable.
5 straight. That was the 5th.
It was. My bad. You're right, Bryant Ferris. Or not Bryant Ferris. Brent Ferris. Guessing Bryant's dad.
Zachary Seachlog out there in the comments saying, nice work, guys. Zachary and I went to school together. He's actually an assistant football coach over there at North Fondy. They're getting ready to go for their season. I drove by the high school. Had to be 2 mornings ago now, and I saw him out there practicing nice and early. So looking forward to watching some of those games, hopefully. We'll probably cover some of them on Jeff's live streams as we go back and forth through some of those flyway teams.
Nice pitch coming in there to Ty Wolf. 0-2. Richter's got a nice count here now. He's got 2 outs, 2 on, though, but 2 strikes here to Ty Wolf, who was in that on-deck circle for a long time. Maybe iced him a bit with all those foul balls from Gable. And this one swung on. It's in play. Richter going to come over, send it over to his first baseman. A 1-3 putout to end this one. Nobody came in for the first time for the Bolts this game, and we're going to head to the top of the 4th inning after a short ad break here on Jeff's live streams.
Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of SAM's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to SAM's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, SAM's has it covered. Trust SAM's for all your water needs. SAM's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Hello, this is Jeff Sell.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams, top of the 4th inning. And Dominic and I in the break, we were looking over our comments, and I don't know if YouTube just added this, but apparently there's an XP system now for fans, I guess. So if you comment, you get 25 experience points. So
yeah, Tristan and Zach are tied with 25 XP.
25 XP points. It's something we've never seen, but we had to check out during the break. But nonetheless, top of the 4th, the Wild Turkeys down by 1, and Weston Poth still on the bump for the Bolts is number 23.
Brennan Rediker stepping in.
Thank you.
Strike 1 to him.
Had to change my papers over as my book is not with me tonight. Heard me say that about 4 times, but it's really been an inconvenience apparently.
Oh, he swung on that one. It's 0-2 now to Rediker.
Was not very happy with his swing there, I don't think. It was not level at all, but he'll step back in, hopefully, with a clear mind. An 0-2 count. Weston Poth ahead very early.
So he kind of got handcuffed there, just kind of half swing on the inside part. He follows that one back, though.
A lot better of a swing there from Rediker. He's staying alive, an 0-2 count still, but looking to put some good contact on it, hopefully straightening it out.
That was a screaming foul ball. If that would have been forward.
I heard the gobble all the way.
Yeah.
0-2, way upstairs, a non-competitive ball.
Poth throwing a little cheese there. That came in quick.
The high cheese is what they say.
High cheese. Did you see that Clayton Kershaw clip where he was mic'd up in the All-Star game the other day? He said I'm about to throw some high cheese, and it was like 83.
Big swing and a miss, a leadoff strikeout for Weston Poth. He gets down 1 early, which is what he needed after allowing some base runners recently. But nonetheless, it'll bring up number 14, Landon Potratz.
Yeah, Potratz coming in here. He walked his first time up. He's got 1 out here, nobody on. They're still down 2-1 after a shutout inning from Richter. Ooh, but that's going to be an inside strike. That's his second one that he's called in the inside part of the zone. The first one was to Poth. Now this one for Poth as he's pitching.
Guess it works out for him in the end.
Yeah, evened it up there.
Yeah.
This one he goes underneath him, and it dribbles past his angle. There's nobody on, so it doesn't really matter. It's 1-1 now.
Graham Gopalan on deck. He came over to get that one, but home plate umpire said, no, I got it. You stay over there. And
Blue wanted to get a little steps in.
Yeah. Get out of his position back there.
Stretch it out a bit. Poth comes home again, and that's a beautiful breaking ball.
That pitch was disgusting, Dominic.
Wow. That thing moved almost a foot, it felt like, just from looking back here.
Huge breaking ball, and Poth just back on the horse. Here he comes again, 1-2, and just low. A nice fastball at the bottom of the zone, exactly where you want it right there. After coming curveball a little higher, fastball at the bottom could have changed the eye level.
It's 2-2.
See what happens here. The 2-2 pitch to Potratz once again in the dirt. He tried coming back with the breaking ball a little too low, and
it's
just
full.
like that, back-to-back balls brings it full.
3-2-1 on the scoreboard. Sorry.
Wow, order.
Didn't mean to cut you off. Order, as my friend Paige says.
Yeah, she would be ecstatic right now.
You'd be jumping up and down.
Full count pitch, a non-competitive, low and away, 3 straight balls, brings a 1-out walk there to number 14, Landon Potratz, for the 8-hole hitter number 10, Graham Gopalan.
Yeah, Potratz's second walk of the day. Speaking of walks, Graham did it the first time he was up in the second inning as well.
Fun fact, the Gopalans used to go to school with us. Graham's sister Gracie was in my grade, and one of our brothers was in Graham's grade. So
I think Gracie just transferred from Quinnipiac.
she was there. Did she transfer?
I think she transferred out.
Nice.
Playing basketball.
Yeah, she's a good basketball player. She was at Quinnipiac, like Dominic said. Not sure where she's at now, but a little bit of a fun fact for you on the Gopalans there is Graham took a first pitch ball. The 1-0 here from Weston Poth, and Graham Gopalan calls time after Poth took a while. We talked about how quick he was moving, and he just kind of was staring it down there, not sure what he was thinking about, and Graham Gopalan decided to call time back out at the last second. And he'll step back in for, once again, a 1-0 pitch as Poth checks the runner at first. Swung on, fouled back into the big fence back here.
1-1 now here to Graham.
Again, want to thank you guys for joining us here on Jeff's live streams tonight. We're excited to be back. Dominic and I haven't done a broadcast in a while, and just doing some Legion baseball on a gorgeous Thursday night. We're glad you could join us for it.
Yeah, nice summer Thursday evening.
Swing and a miss, and Gopalan now down 1-2 at risk of striking out with a runner on.
Well, Potras was in the same spot, 1-2, and he took 3 consecutive balls to draw his walk. We'll see if Gopalan has it in him and if Poth is going to try to sprinkle the zone.
And
but he gets it.
Fastball down the middle, and Gopalan kind of just caught looking there. Second out of the inning comes via the strikeout, and now they've got 2 away with the runner on for their number 9 hole hitter, number 12, Landon Dirksen.
Yeah, Dirksen today came up in the same spot last time up, and he grounded it out to the first baseman, Jonah Mason. That was when the Wild Turkeys were threatening in the second inning. Sorry, I completely blanked there for a second. It's 1-0 now to Dirksen.
And thank you, Lori, coming in the chat. Gracie transferred to Maryville Saints in Missouri.
Oh.
Wow, good for Gracie. We're excited to see what she can do there. Obviously, she was a fantastic player when she played for North Fondy, and I know she continued that throughout high school in Waupun. Glad to hear she's doing well, and we want to thank you, Lori, for chiming in the chat with that little tidbit of information.
And now she's got 25 XP, too, to her name.
Tied for first, technically, but they're going to give her second honors.
Trista's kind of getting screwed there. Doesn't have any first place, second place, third.
What the heck?
She's got 25 XP, too.
This YouTube thing is rigged. 2-1, right back to the pitcher. Ooh. It's going to get by him, though. A slow roller. Shortstop comes up and got him by a half a step. A fantastic throw from Jackson Gable at short. Wow. Gets the bolts out of this one. It'll stay where it's at, 2-1 after 3.5. We'll be back in the bottom of the 4th here on Jeff's live streams.
Jeff's live stream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results. And our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams as Blake Koblenz puts the first one in play down the right field line, but it'll go foul. Wanted to finish out that ad. Jeff likes it when we finish them out. It's just a better viewing experience for you guys out there and helps our sponsors out a little bit. So I want to thank you for watching that entire one. The longer ones get a little tricky for us.
Absolutely. We want to thank our sponsors just
of course.
In general. We'll suffer, or not suffer through. We'll wait for the minute-long ad if it means that our sponsors are happy and continuing to support what we do here at Jeff's live streams and high school sports.
Wouldn't be able to do it without our sponsors, Dom.
Absolutely. As Blake Koblenz takes strike 2. 0-2 is the count I have now.
Yeah, 0-2 to the 9-hole hitter Koblenz, who takes that one off the plate for ball number 1. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without our sponsors, so extremely thankful of those. If you're looking to sponsor or know somebody that's looking to sponsor, I know Jeff is always open to the idea, as we just love bringing the stream to as many people as we can, and more sponsors allows us to do that as Koblenz goes down on 4 pitches, a strike 3 looking there.
Yeah, we're excited to start up this fall season with football, a little bit of soccer if we can. I know volleyball will be starting because fall and winter come around.
We're coming into our second full season here at Jeff's live streams. But before we get into that, I want to shout out Dave Turner in the chat. He's watching the turkeys from Idaho, Dom, and he's sure Dave Ferris is tuned in from Thailand.
Wow. This one's sent out a long way. Ethan Cunningham there, though, to get underneath it. Left fielder makes the play. It's now 2 outs quickly here for Richter, who hasn't really had a clean inning per se. I feel like he's got base runners on every time, but he's got 2 outs here. And here comes Brody Lutke as Wagoner flies out.
Yeah, Dave Turner, thank you for letting us know where you're watching it from. We really appreciate that. We love hearing from you guys all over the place. We know we've got viewers from other states. And you talk about a clean inning. Is that one?
Did that hit him?
Oh.
I thought
it said
hit
foul
him.
Ball.
Oh, it must have hit the top of the bat. The knob.
I thought it, must have hit the knob.
He didn't react like he got hit.
Well, then he looked like he was going to throw the bat, so he really confused me.
Oh, because of the wording.
Okay.
He said dead ball when he meant to say foul ball.
I
Because the
understand.
dead ball would have been
correct. That would have been it. Yes. Nonetheless, it's an 0-1 count here to Brody Lutke. Swings on this one.
Another foul. We got 0-2.
0-2. Two unfortunate foul balls there.
Yeah. First one he really had no control over. Just kind of hit the knob. Almost got the hit by pitch.
Like we were saying, Jeff's live stream's coming to the second year here, and we are extremely excited. Dominic and I just joined earlier this year as a breaking ball is upstairs for ball number 1 here to Lukey. But Dominic and I had only been on the crew for a little while, but we've loved our time here so far. We're really excited to get into some volleyball and football action for the teams we're covering. We added Mayville and Lomira to our upcoming season schedule, so should be a good one as this one hit to the third baseman, throw over to first, and he got him by a couple of steps. A 1-2-3 inning there from Landon Richter, and he needed it after letting up 2 early. Back-to-back scoreless innings. It stays 2-1 after 4. We'll step aside here in Brownsville and hear from some of our sponsors. You're listening to Mackay and Dominic Ackerman on Jeff's live streams.
We are Hoeksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hoeksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Ready?
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. Top of the 5th inning, a 2-1 ball game. The Wild Turkeys coming back up here, hopefully putting up another run or maybe even a couple, tying the game or taking the lead is what they're looking to do. Leading it off for them is their leadoff hitter, number 7, Ethan Cunningham, who was over 1 on the day. He flew out, but has been on base with a walk, and he will look to come up now and hopefully get back on base. A leadoff base runner for the Wild Turkeys would be a pretty big advantage.
Post still pitching. I have him at 75 pitches. Our official pitch count person has him at 77, so I must have missed 2 somewhere in here. But we might see this as Post's final inning. He can only go up to 100, I believe, still. Or maybe that's what he's aiming for if he plays travel ball.
Yeah, I don't really know the rules versus
because it technically is a WIA sanction.
Sanction. This is a Legion game. I don't know what the rules are on that. We're not as familiar with those, but we'll relay the information as soon as we know it to you. I'm sure you guys know more about it than us, actually. So leave something in that comment section. We'd love to hear you.
There we go.
Good
Great
plug.
segue.
Thanks. Big
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
Cunningham looking for the fences there as he swung through that one. It's 1-1 now.
Temperature starting to drop here in Brownsville as that sun dipped beneath the horizon. Still a gorgeous night as the lights came on. And a 1-1 count here to Cunningham. Pipe down the middle.
Just a little low, I'm assuming. Cunningham looked like he wanted to swing there.
He held it back, which in the end was the right decision as home plate umpire called it a ball, I guess, just low. 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter. And that one he will swing at. Didn't hold back on that one. A nice breaking ball in the dirt, actually, but induced the swing from Cunningham and evened it up 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Even here to Cunningham. Nobody on, nobody out, as Cunningham's the first batter to get some action here in this 5th inning. Poth getting the sign. We get a timeout. Guessing from the batter. I feel like Poth and Zengel have just kind of been taking a little bit extra time on those calls. Seems like the batter's been in that box for a while before Poth actually makes his delivery. So he gets timeout called there. Poth gets the call, comes home. Ooh, a swing and a miss
on a pitch that would have been a ball, a pretty low one, but he came with the heat there, changed the eye level for Ethan Cunningham, and a nice first out from Weston Poth on the bump this inning.
Here comes Bryant Ferris, 1 for 2 on the day. Ground out his first time up, but a single to get that rally, I believe, started in the 3rd inning.
See what he can get going here. The Wild Turkeys still down by a run. Only the top of the 5th, so they've got a little bit of time left, but we'll see how long they can go. This one hit to the left side. It's going to be just a foul ball. I think it hopped over just the left side of that bag.
Must have. It looked like it was kind of even from here, but we got a weird angle on it, whereas the home plate umpire can see it straight down. He calls it foul quickly.
After the foul ball, down 0-1 now is Bryant Ferris. He's catching today. And the pitch coming in from Poth. Popped up into foul territory and trailing out of play. I don't know where it went.
Neither did I. Lost it in the night sky.
I didn't even hear it come down. It must have went way back there on the grass hill behind us. Makes sense why it wouldn't have hurt it. I thought it was going to come on this roof and bounce down right towards us.
I was looking up too. I knew it was coming back here. I just didn't know how far.
Nonetheless, a quick 0-2 to Bryant Ferris. Weston Poth out of the windup comes home, swung on left side, and a nice grab from the 3rd baseman.
Dalton Zingzine. In the right place at the right time. That one just came whistling to his glove. Just had to stick up his hand, and that's the 2nd out for the Bolts here.
Yeah, he's flashing the leather over there at the hot corner. 2 up, 2 down now for the 3-hole hitter number 9, Jake Krieger, looking to get a rally going here for the Wild Turkeys.
Another time here. Takes a step. This time it's called by the catcher, Easton Zengel. Just kind of trotting out there slowly.
It was a very slow trot.
Kind of looked like a wild turkey out there.
Not really sure what that was, but Zengel makes his way out to the mound. I want to take this time to thank our sponsors once again. Wouldn't be able to do it without them. We're really so appreciative of them, and they help us create our mission of course, fulfilling our promises to God, but also creating memories for these young players out here, and we just love to see that. We love to be at as many games as we can. But nonetheless, we're ready to go here for Jake Krieger. The first pitch to him, big swing and a miss for 0-1.
It's like a slow and heavy swing there, just kind of swinging the bat through the motions. But that pitch felt like it was already in the back of the glove by the time it completed its motion. Poth comes home again. This time he watches it, and that's going to be a ball. I got 85 here for Poth, but 87 if that's official.
97 for the official score, as long as he didn't miss any more.
Hopefully.
Nonetheless, the 1-1 here to Jake Krieger. Pumps it home, breaking ball. Slider a little bit and missed outside, but it was a good pitch to chase on. Good discipline there by Krieger to hold his bat.
2-1. He's looking for his first hit of the day, first time on base. He's grounded out, but he got a fielder's choice. I guess he was on base. My bad. Should have read what I was going to say before I said what I said.
It's okay. Fouls this one back and brings the count even once again, this time at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs.
As you like to say, deuces are wild.
Deuces are wild.
2-2's the count, 2 outs, 2 in for the home team Bolts. And Krieger trying to start a 2-out rally here for the Wild Turkeys. Comes home, he does not swing. It's going to be a full count here to Jake Krieger.
Good pitch low and away there from Poth. Almost got him to chase, but Krieger once again showing his discipline at the plate. Holds back and forced a full count now. We'll see what he can do. Base hit, ball 4. The pitch comes home. Swung on down to the left side. Zingzheim picks it up. Throw to first. Got him by 1.5 miles. A beautiful throw from Zingzheim. A couple of good plays from the kid over there at third. And a 1-2-3 inning. The Wild Turkeys go down in order. We'll step aside here from Jeff's live streams.
Luxury vinyl plank the beautiful look of hardwood with the resilience and low maintenance of vinyl. Laminate flooring that combines elegance and practicality, or transform your home with the warmth and comfort of carpet. Check out our premium hardwood flooring. Consider tile for both indoor and outdoor spaces, offering water resistance and easy maintenance. The team at Werner Harmsen is here to help. Whether you're looking for design advice, product information, or support with your project, we're just a message away. Werner Harmsen, 116 East Main, or call at 920-324-5091 or check them out on social media.
For 50 years and
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. Bottom of the 5th here in Brownsville as the Bolts come back up looking to add on to their 2-1 lead. Looks like, if I switch my thing here, Landon Richter still on the mound here for the Wild Turkeys as both coaches from both teams coming over and checking on pitch count for their pitchers. They're both getting up there into the mid-70s, maybe 80s for some of them. And
yeah, I got Poth at 89 here, Richter at 67.
Okay, so Richter still has to pitch this bottom of the 5th here, and maybe he'll be close to where Poth is. We'll see what happens, but pitching down by 1 still. He needs to put up another 0. Back-to-back 1 spots in the 1st and 2nd, then back-to-back scoreless. Dominic trying to catch mosquitoes over here.
I missed them.
It's okay.
Just trying to get them before they get me.
That's a good call. It's a good call. Number 11, Easton Zangle stepping in now for the Bolts.
So if I all of a sudden am in the middle of a call and something changes, it's probably because one of those got me. That's going to be a ball. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Not sure if it's Caleb or Jeff out there managing the page for Jeff's live streams, but I want to thank you guys. I mean, without Jeff, we wouldn't be here, and obviously Caleb was out there. He drove all the way from Waupun tonight to give us our MyFi in order for this one, and this one rocketed to left field.
Foul.
Oh, so close.
But was about 20 feet.
Like I was saying, Caleb drove all the way here from Waupun to get us new MyFi so that we could be broadcasting, and Jeff has obviously been so great letting us work for him. So fantastic experience at Jeff's live streams. Want to thank you guys, obviously. And a 1-1 count now here to Easton's Angle. Breaking ball lifted into the air on the right side. The first baseman, Landon Potratz, moves under it, and he'll make the catch no problem for the out number 1.
Yeah, that one was just barely in foul territory, just behind that infield dirt onto the grass was Potratz making that grab. So it's 1 out here for Weston Poth, nobody on. Richter, again, as you were talking about, wants a 1-2-3 put-out inning as the Wild Turkeys are still down by a run. And this is the bottom of the 5th. Running out of time.
Weston Poth started the scoring today for either team. He had that RBI single way back in the 1st. Looks to produce something here with 1 away, and he takes a ball upstairs.
Can't get an RBI single this time. The only way you'd be able to get an RBI is send it over the fence. Wouldn't be a single.
Sorry, you're right.
It's okay.
I was going to challenge you.
You didn't let me finish.
No, you're right.
Okay.
That's
Whatever.
okay. No.
So that's going to be strike 1. 1-1 now, the count. 1 out.
Ones are wild. You know what they say.
That's what they say.
Aces.
Oh, good one.
Up top, another curveball, or another breaking ball, I should say. Just missed upstairs. It's 2-1 count now to Poth, who steps back in, 1 away in the bottom of this 5th inning. Landon Richter out of the windup, fires home. This one swung on to the left side, picked up by Jake Krieger. Throw to first, sidearm action. And once again, another throw by Jake Krieger gets the man up by multiple steps. 2 up, 2 down brings us to Jonah Mason now.
Yeah, Krieger's had a solid arm over there at third. He had that one whistle past him. But since then, he's been pretty much perfect over there. Couple good throws here to retire some batters as Jonah Mason comes in.
You know, Dominic,
on the day.
Tonight we have seen a lot of good defense, actually. I don't think there's been any errors on the day, just a lot of good defensive plays, some rough bounces that have been in this infield, and we haven't really seen any of the fielders have problems with it. So I got to give applause to both teams for that. Good defensive play and helps your team stay in this one. Obviously a close ball game, 2-1 here.
Even that run that scored off of the Potratz sliding stop, I thought it was a great stop by Potratz to even give him a chance to possibly get the runner.
This one lifted out to left center. The left fielder calling for it. Ethan Cunningham will make the catch and retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning, exactly what Landon Richter needed. It keeps his pitch count lower, and he'll be able to continue after 3 scoreless. It's still 2-1 after 5. We'll step aside here on Jeff's live streams.
Proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store and runner-up for best furniture store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.burhagsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Burhags Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. Top of the 6th inning, the Wild Turkeys running out of time, but number 24... Trey Schmidt trying to stop a hold of that. I keep forgetting to switch my sheets out. But nonetheless, Weston Poth still on the bump here for the Bolts. He's pitched 5 complete so far and only let in 1. Pretty nice outing for the kid. He'll try to secure that here, maybe look for a victory. And thank you for leaving that in the chat. That Legion, they allow 105 pitches, and you can finish that batter. So as long as you start that batter before 105 or on 105 pitches, you're allowed to finish that batter out.
Yeah, you can throw the 105th to the first pitch to a batter as long as that's your last batter. Trey Schmidt now 1-1. That one's downstairs. 2-1 now to Schmidt.
Weston Poth with some gas still. That one was coming in pretty hot at the bottom of the zone. Not throwing for a strike, but when balls are coming at you that fast, it's hard to lay off for a hitter, and a nice job by Schmidt to keep his bat on his shoulder.
Yeah, I had him at 92 pitches here, and the fact that he's still throwing faster than I've ever even dreamed of is an impressive stat there from Weston Poth, as it's now 3-1.
The ballpark at the Mallards, they have a pitch throwing thing where, you can clock your velocity by throwing the ball, and my ego says I could throw, pretty hard, but I haven't actually picked it up and done it yet.
I will say, you do have a cannon, as Schmidt grounds one to the second baseman in time, just barely in time.
Half a step over there.
I think Ty Wolf kind of took a couple seconds to regather himself, made it close over there as Schmidt was driving down the line. Nonetheless, it's going to be an out, though, as the Bolts get one quickly, as Landon Richter, the pitcher, comes up to try to help his own cause.
Trying to help his own cause. So far, he's going in the column as a loss. They're down 1 after allowing back-to-back innings with them scoring, so he'll see if he can put a bat on ball here, hopefully get on base any way he can, and he'll take that one to the dirt for ball number 1.
Richter is 0 for 2 for the day. He did strike out swinging his first time up against Poth and then grounded out in his last appearance.
The 1-0 pitch from Post swung on to the left side. A nice play by the third baseman. Throw to first, and there it is. It's past him. We talk about no errors. A good play from Zingheim, but the throw way above the head of Jonah Mason allows Richter to get all the way to second on the error.
Yeah, we're going to give it an error on Zingheim there. That throw was about 10 feet higher than he needed it to be, as it got past Jonah Mason at first. And we got a runner at second base here with only one out for the Wild Turkeys. Brendan Redeker up. He's also 0 for 2 the day, but 2 strikeouts swinging against Poth. We'll see what he's got here now.
Got that runner in scoring position for the Wild Turkeys. A good time to try to tie this game. First pitch swinging, and he was not very happy. Brendan Redeker kind of slammed his bat after the half swing on that.
Don't think I blame him there. It's tough to swing on a pitch like that when you got a runner in scoring position, and not only just a runner, it's the tying run in scoring position here with 1 out. Feels like all the pressure's on him as he takes strike number 2. That one's low.
Yeah.
Don't blame him for taking that one.
Yeah, I think it's tough because the pressure's on you. You know you need to score when you have that runner out there and only 1 away, so you want to swing away, but pitches like that you got to hold, and now he's got unlucky with an unfavorable call. He's quickly in a 0-2 count.
We'll see what Poth has here. Possibly the golden sombrero for Redeker if he strikes out again.
Poth checking the runner multiple times, fires home, and there it is, a swing and a miss, and Redeker slams the bat in the dirt once again. Not happy with his performance there today, especially a big moment, and I think we're going to get the call to the pen now for the Bolts as the head coach comes on out. We'll step aside here on Jeff's live streams. Be back when we get a new pitcher in Brownsville.
To the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you.
Andy Kolker at My Property Shop is ready to assist you with your real estate needs. She prides herself on quick and smooth transactions with excellent negotiation skills. She is the local agent who puts your needs ahead of her own. Andy has already sold over $1 million in property in the first quarter of 2025. Do you want quality, detailed, accurate information in the real estate market? If so, contact Andy today. My Property Shop, located at 6 East Franklin Street, Waupun, or call or text 920-296-8738.
How to prepare for retirement can feel uncertain, but with a multi-year guarantee annuity from Thrivent, you earn a guaranteed fixed interest rate over a span of multiple consecutive years of your choosing, so you know exactly what you have and how long you have it. To learn more, contact a Thrivent financial advisor.
Jonathan Leonard here. I've been serving now for over 12 years in the Waupun and area communities. I love what I do and I love helping people. I hope I can be a blessing and help to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Trident Financial. Thanks. God bless.
Just 1 for 6.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. The good old shortstop pitcher switch for the Bolts. Jackson Gable comes in to pitch, hopefully close this one out. And nice day for Weston Poth on the bump. He'll move to shortstop. Just a good switch. Dominic and I always like to joke that in the MLB, it'd kind of be funny to watch pitchers and shortstops flip. Talk about like Freddie Peralta flipping with Joey Ortiz if you're a Brewers fan. It'd be quite interesting. And who knows, maybe Freddie Peralta would do a little bit better batting than Joey this season. But
yikes.
I'm not throwing shade or anything. Just
sounds like you were
little disappointing. Little disappointing from him this season.
I think even Murph threw him shade the other day.
Yeah.
When they asked why he was pulled out, they said, well, he's got to be better.
Well, Brewers on a 7-game win streak going into the break. They've been looking phenomenal. But how about Jacob Mizorowski?
How about the Miz,
I mean, man, he's looking great. People are complaining that he's an all-star, but let me tell you, that kid deserved it, and he was throwing gas in the game. But nonetheless, back to this one. 2 outs and a runner on second for the Wild Turkeys.
Potrat's up now with Jackson Gable. It'll be his first batter, first pitch coming home. A swing and a miss there from Potratz. He does got the tying run on second base. However, there are 2 outs, so he's got to get on base to extend it here.
Good way for Jackson Gable to start pumping in strikes. We'll see what he can do on an 0-1 pitch. He comes set in the stretch, checks his runner on second. Once again, he'll check him. And firing home, another big swing and a miss. Quickly to 0-2 hole is Landon Potratz, and not where you want to be with a runner in scoring position and down by 1.
Yeah, Potratz so far today has technically not had an at-bat. He's had 2 walks so far, so he's been on twice. Just no real contact from him or even a swing and a miss. We'll see what he's got here, though. 0-2 count. Gable comes home and a swing and a miss. That's going to be a strikeout for Potratz. And he leaves the tying run on second as Gable comes in relief to get out of that inning. We are going to head to the bottom half of the 6th here on Jeff's live streams. We'll be back shortly after a quick ad break.
Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Hello.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. Landon Richter still on the bump for the Wild Turkeys in the bottom of the 6th inning as number 9, Dalton Zingzheim, steps up for the Bolts. Operating on a 1-run lead right now, looking to extend that and put this game out of reach. The Wild Turkeys only down to 3 more outs, so should get interesting here at the end, but we've got a good game so far, 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th, like I said. And you'll see a very lackadaisical throw down there from the catcher, Bryant Ferris, as Zingzheim steps in, and we should be ready to go. Landon Richter has got up there in pitch count. I know Dominic has the official number. He stepped away for just a second, so should be back in a second, but might be the last inning here for Richter, assuming they can't push it to the bottom of the 7th. The 1-0 pitch here to Zingzheim. Ooh, a strike that apparently caught the bottom edge of the zone. Looked pretty low to me, shin level on Zingzheim, but nonetheless, he gets a call, evens the count 1-1. Good breaking ball that is not called a strike somehow. We've seen pitches that were way more inside than that called strike, so surprising call from the home plate umpire there, but I'm not here to judge. It's 2-1. This one lifted to shallow center field, and it'll get down for a base knock. Zingzheim rounds first, but he's not going anywhere else. A leadoff single gets the Bolts going here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, right in between the center fielder, Trey Schmidt, and Brennan Redeker and right. Just drops in there for a nice single there, leadoff single for Dalton Zingzheim. Makes up for his error that he had last inning to put the only runner on. We'll see Weston Post step in now. Nope, we won't. Sorry, it's flipped on my iPad. When I flipped him in, it just
should be
flipped him in
Jackson
lineup.
Gable.
It should be.
Gable takes a ball apparently high. Another nice breaking ball from Richter, but struggling to get calls this inning. A ball and no strikes here to Jackson Gable, who steps back in. Landon Richter out of the stretch. This one gets by Bryant Ferris, and Zingzheim will take off for second, no problem. Mark it down as a wild pitch and a runner in scoring position now with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th for the Bolts.
Yep. Yeah, the iPad switched him on me when we Switched pitchers and shortstop. All right, Gable steps back in here on an 0-2 count. Missed him again.
Dominic out here still trying to catch the mosquitoes as this one's fouled back by Gable.
Got one, just missed the last 3 I've attempted. I know they're going to start coming for my legs.
I didn't see
We're
it.
in shorts out here, so they got a lot of room to cover.
Nonetheless, a 2-1 count here to Jackson Gable. Zingheim standing at second. 2-1 pitch. Nearly got by Ferris again, and
that was a good grab.
Zingheim was ready to take off to third, but Brian Ferris got up real quick and checked him back to his base, made sure he stayed where he was at. Good hitters count here, 3-1 to Jackson Gable. Richter fires home, breaking ball fouled off out of play.
All right, full count here now to Gable. Nobody out, and he does have the runner on second, represented by Dalton Zingheim. Thank you to our 25 viewers out there. Yeah. We appreciate you tuning in. I know we've heard from a few of you as Gable draws a walk on a full count.
That being said, we'd love to hear from some more of you. Where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, who's your favorite player, anything like that. How your day's going. You know, really, we're here for anything. We love hearing from you guys. And like we mentioned earlier, the players love hearing from you when they watch these games back. And we know they do because I even watch these games back. Nonetheless, Jackson Gable walks, brings up Ty Wolf with runners on first and second, and we'll get time called here. Or I'm sorry, a ball. Got it?
Nope.
Okay.
He doesn't want to work.
Nonetheless, 1-0 here to Ty Wolf. A big spot, first and second. Nobody out here for the Bolts in the bottom of the 6th, who already have a 1-run lead. Tries to lay down bunt. This one by Brian Ferris. He thought he had it, still can't find it. And both runners will move up. That moves them both to scoring position. And Bryant Ferris popped up as if he stopped the ball. Didn't realize it wasn't in his glove. And by the time he found it, it was way too late. Both runners already took free 90 feet.
Yeah, it's a tough one there for Ferris. Just couldn't find the ball in time, and the runners moved up their way up another 90 feet.
Yeah, so now if you're Ty Wolf, you've got a 2-0 count. Runners on second and third and nobody out. And I think it's time we get the call to the pen here from Landon Richter. This call to the pen sponsored by WDS Construction, built to build better. We'll step aside here on Jeff's live streams when we get a new pitcher. We'll be back.
Jeff's Hour with Jeff's live stream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 9.
I apologize to cut that one short, but it was actually not a call to the pen, just a little chat out there with Richter. He'll stay in and pumps a strike in. I guess a good decision so far.
A little premature. Coach just wanted to talk with him. Coach Ferris out there just wanted to have a little chat with Richter as he throws a strike after that mound visit.
2-1 pitch, breaking ball, catches the inside edge. It's quickly even at 2-2.
Just like that.
Shout out to GPS XBX in the comments section, cheering from Waukesha, watching Zangle and Gable. And, of course, Amy Ackerman watching from home, rooting for the announcers. And, well, both teams, actually, because I enjoy watching these kids play ball. Who doesn't? This one hit in the left field.
Oh, my God, what a play by Gopalin. Oh, he just didn't get him. The throw a little low, hard to scoop over there for Landon Potratz. But Gopalin saves a run. That was a single into the outfield guaranteed until Gopalin slid and stopped it. Nearly had the out at first.
A gorgeous dive from Gopalin. A nice throw, just a little offline, but Potratz should have had the stretch over there at first. It allows the bases to become juiced, but like you said, it saved a run. Gopalin, great defensive play there, but we're in a bad spot if you're a Wild Turkeys fan. Bases loaded, nobody outs, and Blake Koblenz. Sorry, it's getting hard to read my paper out here. It's getting so dark, but Blake Koblenz steps in, takes a first pitch strike.
They've got me twice now.
Mosquitoes?
2 mosquitoes, one down.
No. What are we going to do? The 0-1 pitch to Koblenz. Excuse me, swing. It's going to go foul, and that's where it will stay.
0-2 now here to Koblenz, who's over 2 on the day, also has 2 strikeouts. Both of them were looking, so he's looking for a golden sombrero on the opposite way.
Okay.
Richter trying to get another strikeout here before he's pulled shortly for pitch count. He's at 93. He's probably not going much longer. Just trying to hope to finish this one because all the runs on are his fault anyway.
I think if you can close this inning out, you're in good shape because closing the inning out when you have 0 outs, you only got 12 pitches to work with, would mean something went your way. As this one by Koblenz fouled back.
Way to get the bat out there and at least keep the at-bat alive as he fouls that one off. Koblenz still 0-2. Richter would love to see an out here, especially a strikeout. Don't put it in play with bases juiced.
The 0-2 pitch once again, breaking ball. Up and away.
It's a great pitch. It was a great take there by Koblenz. It did just miss the strike zone, but it's hard to lay off of that one as it just kind of clipped the part of the zone as it came back in.
Great pitch.
Yes, absolutely.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. He got him. A big strikeout there for Landon Richter. Koblenz goes back to his bench with frustration written all over his face, but a huge out there for the Wild Turkeys. Let's not get complacent, though. Bases still loaded with only 1 out for the top of the order now in Colton Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner today 1 for 3, fly out, a single and a fly out. Just sandwiched a hit in between. Let's see if he's back-to-back fly out, single if he's got one in him here.
First pitch, outside. Breaking ball outside. Got to compliment Brian Ferris for getting over there and making the stop. It for sure would have been a run, so he has to move over a little bit to corral that one, but no problem. He made it look easy. The 1-0 pitch swung on, lifted out to right field or center field. It's going to get down, a bloop single. Station to station single scores them, and Colton Wagner with an RBI brings this lead to 2. It's 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, just moved everybody 1 base as a single there. RBI for Wagner. 2 singles on the day now for him as it dropped in front of the center fielder, Trey Schmidt. We got another run in for the Bolts, and it's 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes Brody Lutke. He's 2 for 3, 2 singles on his own, grounded out last time. Still got bases loaded. 1 out here.
Pitch swinging. It's called off by the shortstop, Gopalin. A high pop fly. He'll make the catch, no problem. And very fortunate is Landon Richter that he didn't get a hold of that one. Big second out there after letting in one on the previous pitch. But they're not out of harm's way just yet as the number 3 hole hitter, number 11, Easton Zangle, comes in with the bases still juiced, Dom.
Yeah, Zangle had a single to extend that first inning rally that scored the first run for the Bolts after Polth sent one home on his RBI single. But since then, he's been out twice with 2 flyouts. He does have the bases loaded here, 2 outs and a ball now in his count. Starting to get attacked out here.
1-0 to Easton Zangle. I know, I've been swatting. That one missed outside. Another nice stop by Brian Ferris there.
And I can't tell if it's the microphone on my, or the headset on my head, or if it's a mosquito, so I keep itching my head.
Oh, I
just trying to get him away, but
yeah.
I think it's just the mic. I think I'm just paranoid.
Just trying to get the mic away.
It's scary up there. 2-0 here to Zangle. Richter comes home again, swung on. This one's going to be fouled right back. So 2-1. Richter's probably last inning of work. He's at 102. It might even be his last batter, depending on how long Zangle can stay in. It's 2-1.
2-1 here to Easton Zangle. Another big spot to add some insurance runs. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, lifted to deep left field. It's on a frozen rope, and it gets past the left fielder. 1 run around. 2 runs come in to score and give it a 2 RBI double for Easton Zangle. He cracked this game open.
Yeah, it was hit hard just over the head of Ethan Cunningham in left field. And the Bolts now score 3 to put their cushion up to 4 runs. I believe that could be pitch count.
I think he still has a batter.
I have him at 103.
And the official score is getting the count right now. Trying to listen here.
I'm at 103. I'm at 103.
Well, either way, he looks like to be under the pitch count. He's going to stay in for another batter here.
Polth going to step in, so we pitcher on pitcher. I know Polth isn't anymore, but he started this game. on the bump in line for the win if they can hold on here.
Still second and third. Good opportunity here for Poth to drive in some more runs. Big insurance runs there, but it's never too many in baseball. We've seen some big innings, and this will be the last batter for Landon Richter as he pumps the strike in there.
Yeah, no matter what, I think he's done after this. I have him at 104. The official had him at 101 or 102 now. So probably the last. He can go up to 105, but if Poth sends this home, I feel like you got to switch him anyway at this point. As he fouls one. Ooh, nearly hit the light out there. I watched it fly. It's 0-2 here to Poth, though, so he's got to work around this pitcher's count. 2 outs, 2 on.
Get a little creative here if you're Landon Richter. This is your last batter, so don't worry about that pitch count now. Just throw some strikes. Breaking ball, hit on the ground to left field, or left side. Gopalin picks it up, throw to first, and got him by a couple of steps, but some huge insurance runs driven in there, especially by Easton Zangle, a 2 RBI double. Cracks this game to 5-1. We're headed to the top of the 7th, where the Wild Turkeys are down to their final 3 outs here in regulation. We'll be back on Jeff's live streams.
345-2066, or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it. Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. Top of the 7th inning here in Brownsville. The Wild Turkeys down by 4. Graham Gopalin, the shortstop, looking to come up and hopefully help his team out. He's made a couple good defensive plays to there. Ended last inning with a nice throw to first. So he'll step in from the right side here, looking to get it going against Jackson Gable, who came in last inning in relief. Got the final out of that one and looking to close it out now for the, I guess it would just be, he wouldn't get the win, he wouldn't get the save.
Yeah, technically.
Just be, what's that
hold.
called?
Gopalin sends one foul. This is only Gopalin's 3rd time up. I'm guessing somebody missed the catch over there.
I would assume they missed the catch.
They're booing somebody behind the concession stand. I don't think they're booing Gopalin.
No, not at all.
Little kid bringing the ball up. He's got a smile on his face.
Extremely happy about that one. The 0-1 pitch to Gopalin gets by Easton Zangle, but it won't matter as there's nobody on. Speaking of Easton Zangle, again, shout out to GPS XBX saying, that's my boy Zangle. It is indeed with 2 clutch RBIs there on that double.
Yeah, it was a beautiful shot. Nearly got over the fence, but just got over the left fielder's head instead. He'll take a 2 RBI double any day, even if it doesn't mean a homer.
Breaking ball. Gopalin actually had to duck to get out of the way of that one. It's 2-1 now to him. Still looking to ignite that rally here for the Wild Turks. The 2-1 pitch coming. Swung on and once again fouled off. It'll even the count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Overall, Waupun has done a great job today at, or not Waupun. Lomira has done a great job pitching today. Sorry, I was looking at the Waupun stat line. Waupun only has 2 hits on the day. The Turkeys only have 2.
Wow. 2 hits and 1 run.
6 left on base because they have had quite a few walks. 2-2 the count. That's what I have, sir.
Home plate umpire had to check it, and that's what the scoreboard had. He was the only one in the complex here that didn't know what the count was.
That's
but
okay.
We'll let it slide. A 2-2 here to Graham Gopalin. Jackson Gable comes set for a very long time. He will now fire home. And a ball low.
It's full for Gopalin. Any way you can get on right now would be important. His run would not even represent a tying run, so just get on. Let somebody else be the hero.
It's what coaches are preaching right now. Base hit, ball 4, whatever way to get on and extend this. The full count pitch to Gopalin, and that's exactly what he does. Takes one low for a leadoff walk, his second of the day. And in a big spot for the Wild Turkeys here as they need base runners.
Yeah, Landon Dirksen going to come up. Started the day pitching. He's 0 for 2 on the day, 2 groundouts. Sorry, not pitching. I was thinking of Landon Richter. There's 3 Landons on this.
Landon
team.
Richter, Landon Dirksen, and Landon Potratz.
Get him confused in my head sometimes.
I understand.
This Landon's playing second today. My bad. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And he's got a runner at first, nobody out. In a must-score 7th inning. Strike one comes in.
First pitch that Dirksen saw was a fastball down the middle. You'd think he'd be swinging at that, but maybe elects for something a little better here on an 0-1. Gable checks Gopalin at first. He'll take off anyway, throw down to second, and nearly over the head of it did go over the head of the second baseman who was covering. Trickled out to the center field, and Brody Ludke had to come in and get it, but it didn't really matter as Gopalin was there safely anyway.
I think it was a strike 2 to Dirksen, so it's 0-2 even though he's got a runner on second now. Excuse me. Yeah, good job by the center fielder, Brody Ludke, to back him up there. Make sure Gopalin just stays put at second and doesn't get an extra third base or anything like that. Gable going to come home. Checks Gopalin at second now. 0-2 to Dirksen.
If you're Dirksen, you do not want to go down on 3 straight pitches, and he takes the ball high, avoids that, but he's still got some work to do in order to get on base here. Has Gopalin at second, but like you mentioned, Dominic, Gopalin doesn't even matter at this point in terms of what they need. They still need 4 to extend this game into the bottom of this inning. So Gopalin, it was a nice start for him, but they need some more to be a big spot for Dirksen, who swings on this one to the left side, picked up by Zingzheim. Throw to first again high, and this will allow him to go all the way to second. Gopalin to third. He'll round hard and decide to stay there.
We got runners at second and third here, nobody out, and here comes the top of the order for Ethan Cunningham.
Give it an error on Zingzheim. Just tried pumping that ball to first a little too hard, got over the first baseman's head, allows Dirksen to get all the way to second. Gopalin stands at third, and now we talk about where you want to be. You're at the top of the order, nobody out, and 2 on for the Wild Turkeys here, and Ethan Cunningham coming up.
Wants a new ball there, does Gable. Cunningham steps back in. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk, a strikeout, and a flyout. Would love to get a first hit here now, but any way he can get on would help this Wild Turkeys team. He still doesn't represent the tying run. That'll be the man on deck, Bryant Ferris, as long as Cunningham can get on. He takes ball number 1 upstairs.
This game now approaching 2 hours. We're coming up to the 9:30 mark here in Brownsville. Like you said, Bryant Ferris on deck. He represents that tying run now, and a walk here wouldn't be unrealistic to load the bases for him. As this one swung on, it's going to even the count to Cunningham at 1-1.
For some reason, my iPad only says we've been playing this game for 24 minutes.
Wow.
Normally, it's pretty accurate with the time.
That is extremely wrong.
I'm not sure what it's what it's even counting from at this point. Maybe it stopped counting.
Minutes.
Oh, it stopped. My
you
iPad
changed.
was set to 2 innings on accident. I don't know how it got changed, but at 2 innings, it took us 24 minutes, in case we were wondering.
That's good. I'm glad you have that statistic.
No problem.
That one missed outside. It's a 2-1 count now to Cunningham. Tricky balance here if you're a pitcher because you're at the top of the order and you technically you have a base, so you don't necessarily want to just give them meatballs in there, but you also don't want to pitch around when you have favorable counts.
Correct.
It's a really tough situation as this one swung on out to left field. Hard hit ball, a diving left
there.
fielder, but he's not going to get it. Ball gets behind him. Here comes Cunningham to second, and a 2 RBI double for Ethan Cunningham brings the game within 2 for the Wild Turkeys here in the top of the 7th.
Wow, what a piece of hitting there by Cunningham. Sends one into left field. A diving attempt there by Colton Wagner, just not able to get the ball. Skips behind him in time for Cunningham to get to second. A 2 RBI double, and this game's now in reach for Bryant Ferris, who represents the tying run with
Talk
1 on.
about Bryant Ferris coming up for the tying run. He still has Cunningham at second for him to drive in, and nobody else still, Dominic. I want to preface that. They have 2 in. They've got a guy on. Bryant Ferris can tie this game right here if he wanted to, and still nobody out for the Wild Turks. So they don't have to get that aggressive.
Yeah, just get on at this point. You got a good rally going.
First pitch to Ferris is swinging, and he pops it up in the shallow infield. Gable's
his
going to
bat.
come off the mound and make the catch, a routine pop fly, catching a can of corn for out number 1.
Yeah, he threw his bat in frustration there, exactly what we told him not to do, and I'm sure he was telling himself not to do the same thing, just a fly out, an easy out for this Bolts team to get them right back on the momentum train. Still a runner on second, 1 out now here for Jake Krieger, 0 for 3 on the day. Would love to get his first hit just like Cunningham just did.
Be a huge time for Krieger to step up here. We talked about before this inning, the Wild Turkeys only had 2 hits to their name. And this one, again, a shallow pop fly, but it trails out of play right behind us. Quick 0-1 here to Jake Krieger as Gable's got to go fetch the ball.
He doesn't like that ball. I think that's the second time that ball's been thrown to him.
Him and the umpire are kind of smiling, laughing about it, I think.
I think he said I shouldn't have gave that one back.
He knew he didn't like it. Still having some fun out here. We love to see it. That's exactly what you want from these kids. Still in high school, you know, playing ball, but obviously enjoying their time. An 0-1 pitch coming to Jake Krieger here as Jackson Gable checks the runner on second. He looks back at him again. Nobody's back there covering, though. The 0-1 pitch, a big breaking ball. It looks like he lost it and kind of punched his glove, a little mad about that, but good job by Easton Zengel to get out of his crouch, get up and catch that one before the runner could advance.
Yeah, definitely kind of a weird grip, or released it at a different spot than he normally does, but that one was high and away, or high and inside, I should say. It was above Krieger's head nearly. Gable will reset. It's 1-1.
Down the middle, hit on the left side, picked up by the third baseman and
underneath
under
his
his
glove.
glove. And just like that, under the glove of Dalton Zingheim brings runners to the corner. The go-ahead run in the form of Trey Schmidt comes up to bat on the error from Zingheim.
All right, we got runners at the corners, only 1 out here. We're going to get a mound visit here to just talk about it with Gable. I don't know if that'll be it for him.
I do not know, but a huge spot for Dalton Zingheim to come up. It rolls right under his glove, and that's what coaches do not want to see. They preach put that glove on the ground, get in front of the ball, and did a nice job of getting in front of it, but the glove just enough to let that ball slip under. Brings runners to the corners and a crucial point for Trey Schmidt, excuse me.
He represents the winning run now.
The go-ahead.
That's what I meant. Go ahead, sorry, not winning.
That's okay.
Same kind of thing, just different wording.
Does represent the go-ahead run as we have a very long mound visit out there. Not exactly sure what's going to happen yet, but a huge spot for no matter who's on that bump, and it looks like it's still going to be Jackson Gable.
Yep. He's going to continue.
Came out in relief last inning, got the final out. It looked like he didn't have any problems at all, and now he's kind of struggling a little bit.
I mean, sure, that last one wasn't necessarily on him, just went right underneath Zingheim's glove.
Yep.
But still not, he still put it in play enough that it hopped underneath
It was a hard
his
hit
glove.
ball.
Yes. We got runners at the corners,
Yeah.
only 1 out.
Only 1 out, 2 in, 2 on, a big spot here. And if Jackson Gable can come back and collect the win for his team here, it'd be huge.
I got one mid-bite.
Happy
Foul
for
ball.
you. First pitch to Schmidt, he fouls it back towards the backstop.
That'll be the last one. That one terrorizes me last time.
Last time it terrorized anybody.
That's true. He is no longer going to do that. Trey Schmidt coming in. Runners at the corners. 0-1 the count. 1 out. Back to it. Jackson Gable checking his runner at first. Jonah Mason's ready for it. No pickoff. Throw comes home.
In
It's
the dirt. And it's by the catcher. It gets by Zengel. 1 run comes around, and the runner able to move up to second. A huge development on the wild pitch. And just like that, the tying run in scoring position. My goodness gracious, Dominic. Do you not love this sport?
Wow. It can change just like that. And Trey Schmidt now has a runner in scoring position that represents the tying run.
Talk about getting in your own head in a spot where you're ready, struggling in this inning, and then you throw a wild pitch and you let another run in and you know it's your fault like that. It's really hard to get out of that mindset, especially for a young pitcher who's trying to find his stuff right now. And if you're Jackson Gable or if you're a Bolts fan, you're really hoping he can find a way to get out of his own head, throw some strikes here, and get out of this one.
Yeah, just take it one batter at a time, one pitch at a time. Don't worry about it. You still have the lead. That one's
and this
gonna
one
be a
once
passed
again
ball.
by. Almost hit him, and Trey Schmidt had to move out of the way. It gets by Easton Zengel, And now the tying run 90 feet away from scoring a 2-1 count here to Trey Schmidt.
Yeah, I'm going to give that one a passed ball. I know it doesn't really matter in terms of where the runner is and what the official stats are because it's just our stat-keeping purposes, but it was in and out of the glove of Zangel's glove, I guess, in and out of Zangel's glove.
And Dominic, we talk about that mindset, and then you come back and throw one like that. You almost hit the batter who represents the go-ahead run. Obviously, you let another run, or you let the runner move up 90 feet.
All right, one out here.
It's tough here. 2-1. 2-1.
2-1, sorry.
It's okay. 2-1, big swing and a miss, though, from Trey Schmidt. Evens the count at 2-2 now.
I think I was so focused on moving the runners around, I forgot to mark the last couple balls.
Trista Steinbach back in the chat saying, let's go, Trey.
Come on, Trey. It's okay. I'll read it for you.
Thank you.
Let's go. Come on, Trey. They're both the same thing. We want Trey to succeed here, does Trista.
See what he can do on a 2-2 count. Jackson Gable comes set, fires home. Breaking ball way too high. Again,
it's
punches
full.
the glove. He's upset.
It's full. Full count, runner on third. Only one out here for the Wild Turkeys as they're making a spectacular rally at the moment. Down to their final 2 outs, but they have the tying run at third base, 90 feet away. Trey Schmidt, full count, pitch coming home. Sends it in the air. It's going to be a play for Jackson Gable. He gets an out. He calls off his catcher. I think he wanted that so bad.
He was very vocal about that. Everybody in the vicinity of us knew that that was Jackson Gable's ball. He was shouting, mine, mine, mine. And that's the way you need to know. You know, way to get out of your own head by making a play like that, Dom.
Absolutely. I'm glad he was able to make one and kind of resets him here. 2 outs. He just has to worry about the batter at this point.
And here we are.
Just get out Landon Richter, who's 0 for 3 on the day, and you got yourself the win here, kid.
Down to their final out are the Wild Turkeys. After putting on the rally caps here, Landon Richter looking to continue that anyway to extend this inning as he's first pitch swinging.
Just like that, you can feel the momentum kind of change here. Now that there's 2 outs, every batter matters so much, and Richter here in an 0 for 3 kind of day. We'll see what Gable has.
Tying run still 90 feet away. The 0-1 pitch coming to Richter. Swung on in foul territory. First baseman might have a chance, and no, it'll trail out of play, but silver lining, if you're a Bolts fan, it's an 0-2 count now to Richter, and Jackson Gable can get a little creative.
They're down to their final strike. 90 feet away is the tying run. Richter resets, looks at his bat, shakes himself off. Steps back into the box. Gable checking him, looking for a sign from Zangel. Looks over at Krieger at third. Comes home. That's a strike 3. Jackson Gable gets out of his own head, finishes it out. A strikeout looking from Landon Richter, and Jackson Gable finishes it off. The Bolts from Lomira and Theresa area from Legion Post 347. Thank you. I was going to say 237. I knew that wasn't right. Win the game 5-4, even with a late rally from the Wild Turkeys. You see the handshake lines starting. I think we're going to do a post-game show.
We'll do a post-game show. We'll step aside, run an ad or two, 30 seconds, a minute. But make sure you stick with us because Dominic and I are going to come back, a little bit of a post-game show here, give us some of our insights on how this game went. It came down to a pretty crazy finish, as we knew it would. But stick with us. We'll be back shortly.
Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Andy Kolker at My Property Shop is ready to assist you with your real estate needs. She prides herself on quick and smooth transactions with excellent negotiation skills. She is the local agent who puts your needs ahead of her own. Andy has already sold over $1 million in property in the first quarter of 2025. Do you want quality, detailed, accurate information in the real estate market? If so, contact Andy today. My Property Shop, located at 6 East Franklin Street, Waupun, or call or text 920-296-8738.
Angling.
Welcome back here to the Jeff's Live Streams post-game show. I think we've got an upcoming schedule here. I hope it's updated for you. But nonetheless, we'll give Dominic and I his closing thoughts here before we head out. A fantastic finish here in Brownsville. We only technically played 6.5, but, man, it was an exciting one as the Wild Turkeys come back from down 5-1 and make it a close ball game. The tying run only 90 feet away, but once Jackson Gable got out of his own head, he was able to strike out the final batter for out number 3. He shuts it down in a 5-4 victory ultimately here for the Bolts. Dominic, give me your final thoughts. Give me some stat lines for some of the players, and overall how you're feeling about this game and how excited you are to be back.
Yeah, it was a great job today by Weston Poth. Not only was he brilliant on the mound, but he also sent the first run home, which technically was the only difference in this game, that one run that he was able to RBI single back in the first inning. Poth did pitch 5 2/3, only allowed 1 run, and he did have 6 strikeouts in his 5 2/3 inning of work. Then Jackson Gable came in of relief, did allow 3 runs there in that final inning, did get 2 Ks though, pitched a whole 1 1/3. Great job from him. Hitting-wise, we had a bunch of hitters up and down the lineup. Even though Dalton Zingheim kind of struggled with errors in the field, he was 2 for 3 on the day. So 6.67 was his average. We had a lot of singles, 2 singles from Brody Ludke, 2 singles from Zingheim, as I mentioned, 2 singles from Colton Wagoner. Just a overall great hitting day, a lot of singles from this Lomira team. A tough loss for the Waupun Wild Turkeys. However, their standouts on offense today were Ethan Cunningham with that big 2 RBI double to finish it out to start that rally in the 7th inning. And then Trey Schmidt with an RBI to continue that. Other than that, it wasn't really a good hitting day for the Wild Turkeys, sorry.
That's okay.
Pitching, Landon Richter did it all in 6 innings of work. He let up 5, but did throw 4 strikeouts. Richter, a good game from him, just kind of let up those early runs and those late runs, too, that were kind of, as he was hitting his 100 pitch count, kind of started to let in some few. I think he was just getting tired out there and wanted to end it in any way he could. It just happened to be strikes that were hit. Kai, any thoughts from you as we finish it out?
Yeah, like I said, just a fantastic game. We couldn't really ask for much more of a better finish. The Wild Turkeys make it interesting there at the end, but obviously at the end of the day, the Bolts come on to close this one out, a 5-4 victory. Huge victory for them in this Legion game here. A beautiful night. We couldn't ask much better from Brownsville, Wisconsin, but let's close it out by obviously thanking God. He is the reason we're all here today. We appreciate that, and that's our main purpose here at Jeff's Livestream, to bring glory to God. And we want to thank him for not having any of the players get injured today. It was a great baseball game. It was a fantastic night out here, and we couldn't ask for much better from him. So thank you, Lord, for that. We also want to thank all the coaches, the players, for allowing us to capture some of those moments. We really appreciate that. I want to thank all of our sponsors, of course, because without them, we wouldn't be able to be here. We wouldn't be able to cover these games for y'all. And, of course, we want to thank you guys out there for tuning in and for bearing with us through some of our technical difficulties, for bearing with us through our yapping sometimes. But we appreciate having you. We love having you. We wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. And, of course, we want to thank you, and I want to thank Jeff, Caleb, Justin, everybody here. Justin helped us set up. Caleb obviously helping us with the internet issues. And Jeff for allowing us to continue to stream these games. He must see something in us, and we love that for him. So we appreciate all you guys out there. Look at our upcoming schedule here. We are super excited to start getting into some of these Legion games. And then, of course, heading into the fall season, we get football and volleyball coming up. And Dominic and I know, can't be more ecstatic about it. We're so excited. We've been pumped. And we actually had a meeting this morning with Jeff and some of the other guys on the team here. And just so excited to be here. And such a great culture, such a great place. And we love doing it. Dominic, any final thoughts here?
Nope. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Great night. Great baseball. Have a good one.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We'll see you at a diamond near you. Thank you for tuning in to Jeff's live streams. You guys have a great night, and join us next time.
Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.